All right. So it looks like we are live. Yes. Welcome to episode 25 of the Qierre and Wesley Show. I'm your host, realtor, and author of the Blueprint to Successfully Sell Your Home, Qierre McGlory. Along with me, hey, Wes isn't here. What? Well, Wes is actually on a special assignment, so he's have some family time. So enjoy your family time, brother. You deserve it. Today, I actually have a very, very special guest with me. I had to wear a bow tie, because she's so special. She is an entrepreneur. She is a mompreneur. She is my life partner. She is my best friend. She is the mother of our beautiful daughter, Savon. You probably see her in the back there. Hi, baby. Say hi. She is the love of my life. Please welcome my beautiful and amazing wife, Bryna McGlory.
Hi.
Well, thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule to be with us today.
Yes.
Now, I talk to a lot of people on a regular basis because I'm a realtor, and that's what we do. We talk to people, right? Now, I'm always running into people that have a job, that are working paycheck to paycheck. Sometimes they even have to pick up a second job that they totally hate just to make ends meet. And it really, it really hurts when I hear that because, it's just such a big thing. And, I definitely feel for that. And something that's special that my wife does, let's be honest, she does a lot of great things well. But today we're going to talk about one of those things. And that, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys know the title, read the title, it is The Art of the Flip. Now, you probably heard of OGs, right? OG stands for Original Gangsters. Well, Bryna is an OF. That stands for Original Flipper. Bryna has been buying items, flipping them, and making profits off them before it became cool. Before people started vlogging, video blogging, which that's what vlogging is, before people actually started talking about that. And Bryna is such an expert. I definitely had to have her on the show to show you guys out there how to make some second income so you guys can have a better life, so you guys can go on more family trips, more vacations, have date nights, anything that you need to do to enhance the quality of your life. Now, let me ask you a question. Would an extra $50 a month help you? Would an extra $100 a month help you? $200, $300, $400, or whatever? There is an ability to do that. And no, I'm not saying that you have to go out and get a bachelor's degree or get a college degree or pay hundreds of dollars to get some type of special license that you can do on the side. No. And I'm not saying you have to go out there and buy some expensive software, some new computer. No. You got one of these? A lot of people have one of these. Maybe not the cover photo because that's our daughter, so it's kind of weird if you do that one. But whatever, hey. But if you have one of these, I would say probably what? 99.99% of people have a smartphone, right?
Yeah.
And Bryna, you use this smartphone to flip items, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just use this device. You don't have like some software, some fancy computer or anything like that?
No.
Exactly. So you just use this. She uses this. And we're going to talk a little more about that. So, Bryna, how long have you been flipping items, you'd say?
Probably about 4 years.
Hi, baby.
Yes, baby. Oh, cool.
Obviously,
yeah,
about
4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, so you've been doing it for about 4 years. So, what items do you, normally flip?
I usually like to flip, kid items because those are the number one sellers.
Number one sellers?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've even flipped, my daughter's old items that were still in great condition because, sometimes it's not worth holding on to them for your next child, There's new things that come out every year, So that's the number one item that sells really well on the marketplace is clothes, shoes, cribs, just anything, you name it. Kid items are the number one item that sells really well.
Oh, nice. So when you actually, like you said, the kid items, so like, let's say, like, how long does it usually take you to actually like sell these items? Like when you put them online, like how long does it usually take?
It can take about a few days.
So a few days.
Yeah, a few days, maybe up to 2 weeks sometimes. But if it takes up to 2 weeks, it could be, you know, the person contacted me and is waiting, you know, to decide if they can use it or not. So.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of people out there, you guys probably have kids, maybe have more than one child, and you probably have maybe a closet full of all these little baby toys or all your kid toys that they probably played with, let's be honest, maybe once or twice, because we go through that. We'll get something for Savon that she absolutely loves at the toy store. She comes home and plays with it for like a few days, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, like, where's that Moana doll that we got you? The one that sings. Like, why aren't you playing with that? Or where's that Elsa doll or whatever? Yeah. So I'm sure you, as parents, go through the same thing too. So, and like Bryna said, you know, she just puts it online and sells it in a matter of days. Sometimes maybe it takes a couple weeks, but for the most part, you know, you usually sell it. Yeah. So Bryna, when you put stuff online, like, what's the process? Like, is it really like complicated for a person to put it online?
No, I usually like to use Marketplace. I know there's other websites.
So Marketplace, where's Marketplace?
Right there on Facebook, where everybody goes every single day.
Well, exactly. And, everyone does go there.
And now it's so easy because Marketplace has it by category. So when you list the item, it asks you, is it a kid's item? Is it a furniture? You know, so on, you know. And so it's really easy for somebody, if they're looking, they'll just go on and be like, okay, I want to try to find a crib. So you just type in crib and it will list, you know, all the cribs that are on sale or, you know, people that are selling them in your area. And so, yeah, it's very easy to just list the items.
Yeah, so like you said, it's very easy to list the items. So normally when you put an item up for sale, like what's the process? Like how do you actually put it on there? Like, do you take a picture of it?
I take a picture. I try to take the best picture that I could, you know, of the item. And then I just go to the Marketplace, post the picture, list, you know, the price, the description, what it's listed under, if it's a kid's item, if it's a clothing item, you know, or if it's, you know, like a hair product or a, you know, a household item or, you know, stuff like that. So very easy. And then you just post it and you know, and then you add your zip code so people know like where the location of the item is. Yeah. So it's really easy.
Yeah. So I mean, where do you have like a specific like store that you go to find these items? Or?
I like to. Well, you know, like I said, I sell a lot of her old stuff. You know, that I don't use anymore, and then I like to go to Goodwill, Savers. I found many things brand new at Savers that people just donate because they don't want it in their house anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
So, so I found toys that are brand new. I found expensive clothing items, you know, that still have the tag on them that are from Macy's or that are from, you know, the high-end stores. So, so you know, you can find so many things at your local thrift stores.
Yeah. So when you find these items at like the thrift stores, like, do you have like a certain like budget or something? Like, I don't want to go over this or anything
like that. Well, what I do is when I'm at the store, I actually go on Google and I search the item, and I look to see what it's going for, what the original price is. If I'm getting a good deal, buying it from the thrift store, because sometimes the problem with thrift stores is they'll up the price. Like the item will originally be $40 in the store, but they're asking, you know, $40, or they're asking $50 for the item when they should be asking maybe half of that price because it's either used or, you know, it's not really in its best condition. So, but yeah, that's how I like to do is I like to search the item on Google first to see what it's going for. And that's how I determine my prices too, is I like to kind of see what it's going for. And then I kind of like either kind of go from there and see like what price I want to list it for. So.
Okay. So like you said, you go on Google to look at the prices.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So do you go like on Google like on a computer or do you just use like your phone?
I just use my phone when I'm in the store and, you know.
So this is what you use.
Yes.
So you research the product with using this phone.
Yes.
You take a picture of the product using this phone.
Yes.
And you upload it on Facebook Marketplace using this phone.
Yes.
So pretty much you create a business just by using this phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure a lot of people out there probably have a smartphone, I'd imagine, right?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So what are like some cool things that you actually have been able to like purchase at like a really discount price and then turned it and then flipped it for like a good amount of money?
Trying to think.
Well, what comes to mind to me is those Minnie Mouse shirts.
Oh yeah, see, I've bought Minnie Mouse shirts at Target for even though it was like a Valentine's Day mini shirt, it was they had it listed. I think it was like $16, you know, at the time around the holiday, and then a few weeks after that, they discounted it to 69 cents.
Wait, let's go back. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. So the shirt that she's talking about was originally listed for $16.
Yeah.
And you said they priced it down to 69 cents?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just because it was a Valentine's Day item, but there was nothing that said on the shirt like, "Oh, happy Valentine's Day." It was just Minnie Mouse with a heart.
Bunch of hearts that anybody would wear as a Minnie Mouse shirt because Minnie Mouse, you know, she's pink and all that stuff, and that's hearts. Okay. Yeah.
So and then I found, you know, at thrift stores.
So when did you end up selling those shirts at?
I think I listed them at about $5 each. But
hold on.
Yeah.
So if you guys are taking notes here, don't worry. I'm gonna save the video so you can watch it in the meantime as you need to. The shirts were originally listed at $16, right? $16. They priced them down to 69 cents. That's less than $1. 69 cents per shirt.
Yeah.
And she ended up flipping that and selling them for $5. Well,
I think
that's over 400%.
Yeah, I listed
profit.
them, I believe, at $5.99.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a lady just buy. I believe I had 3 listed, and so she just bought all 3 of them. So she said, you know, if I buy all 3 of them, can you lower them to $5 each?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, yeah, sure. You know, whatever is gonna, you know, get them sold. So.
Right, but at the end of the day, though, you're still making profit.
Yeah.
You spent 69 cents for sure.
And another store I like to shop at is I forgot to say is Dollar Tree. I found many things there before. I found I don't know if people are familiar with the Snackies cups. There was a Star Wars one that came out. This was probably about a year ago. Star Wars snacky cups came out, and I found them at Dollar Tree, $1 each. So when you look at them on Google, they are listed for like $9.99.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went back and I resold them. I think I listed them for $5 each, but they weren't really going as fast as I wanted them to.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went and I lowered them to $3. Which that, you know, just triggered it for people to start just buying them quicker and quicker, you know.
So let's go back for 1 second. So you bought those at Dollar Tree, and they're only $1.
$1, yes.
So initially, how much did you list them for?
I listed them for $5.
Okay, and then you dropped them down to.
Yes, because they were only, you know, selling one at a time, like every week or every 2 weeks, one or two. And then I said, let me just lower it down to $3. And then that's when people started buying 2 at a time, 3 at a time.
Okay, so let's go back. So you bought for $1 each.
Yes.
You had them listed at $5.99.
Yes.
And then you dropped it down to $3.
Yes.
So you're still making profit because you spent $1 on that cup.
Yes.
And you end up selling.
And the original price was $9.99.
But but how much of your investment though was only $1, and you ended up tripling your investment because you ended up selling it for $3.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you, like, did that take like a lot of like work that you really had to like no one like you have to be a really special person to be able to do that, to be able to do that?
And I do this, at home on my phone, and I just have people just meet me outside of my house, around the corner, or, I'll meet people halfway.
Or I'll meet the people, just depending on the time of day, because, man.
And it's really easy, and, I've met so many nice people, and, and so it's just, I love doing it. It's really fun. It's something that I just enjoy doing, and making extra money, and stuff that you don't need, and you can find these things in your closet. Even, if there's a shirt that you don't wear, or there's stuff that you've bought before that you forgot about, and there's still a tag on it.
Oh man, don't give me. Yeah, I know that sometimes that we do run into those issues. You go to the store.
Yeah, and there's so many. Also, there's so many clothes that I've found. In our daughter's closet, that I forgot, and they're way too small for her now.
Right.
And so I've listed those, and just, they've sold pretty quick. So yeah, and shoes, she grows out of shoes so fast that, it's like every month you're having to go through the shoes, just get rid of them.
So do you work with any other websites, like any other, like do you do eBay and Amazon, all that stuff?
No, I've looked into it, but I think the easiest is just the marketplace, where you're one-on-one with somebody, instead of having to box up the item, having to ship it, and but I have a few times through the marketplace, I have shipped a few things where somebody's lived 2 hours away and they can't come down, so I have shipped a few times through the marketplace.
Right.
But, it just depends what they're buying and if it's worth shipping.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what it really comes down to, your cost.
Yeah.
If you're going to buy this product and then you're going to flip it or sell it, you definitely want to see, because it's like if the shipping is going to cost more to ship it than what you're selling it for.
And usually the people, they'll pay, a few more dollars for me to ship it out or stuff like that. So. Yeah.
And I like how, like you said, you prefer to do the Facebook Marketplace because it's more one-on-one.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's nice.
Because
I know
there's a few. Yeah, I know there's a few websites out there like OfferUp. There's eBay. There's what is it? Like
Shop.
ThreadUp. ThreadUp is a site where you send them the items, and then they'll send you a check or stuff like that, or credit to use on the website.
Now, have you used that item before? That person?
No, I've known people that have used it, and they just use the credit to shop on the site. But I'd rather just stick with the marketplace, one-on-one. I get to meet people, and so. And
not to mention, I mean, with that website you're talking about, it's pretty much in their hands. Yeah. You ship your products over there, and they come up with a value.
And I always like to be on one-on-one with somebody, because there's been times where somebody's come and to look at like the crib or to look at an item, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm really sorry, but it's not gonna fit." In my needs, or so which is fine, like I don't, that's not a problem. So I'd rather that one-on-one, so they can look at the item. I always show them the item, And if there's like anything like scratch or anything like that on the item, or if it's, you know, not in its best condition, I always show them and let them know, so they're not like surprised when they get home, like, oh, you know, I didn't know this had this on it, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it's nice having that one-on-one. And then, like I said, with that other website you're talking about, I mean, it's pretty much up to them to come up with your value. So that's so you really don't have that ability. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I want to give you, I think the shirt's only worth $1. It's like, no, I paid $30 for that shirt. I'll sell it for at least 10 as opposed to giving it to you guys for $1. And like you said, with the Facebook Marketplace, you know, having that one-on-one, you know, and then like you said, you've been able to make great people. And like I said, when I've helped you with, you know, delivering and so forth, you know, like every person that we've met has been like good people. And the thing is that's cool about it, it's all local. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, like you're, like you say, you're not shipping stuff out of the way or meeting people that are like out, like, you know, like in other states or pretty far away. You're pretty much dealing with your local marketplace. You know what I mean? So it's great. And Bryna, I mean, it's not like she does this like full time, like meaning that, okay, Monday, I'm going to go into this thrift store and this thrift store. Yeah. Okay, Tuesday is the upload day. I'm going to take pictures and put this online. Okay, Wednesday is when I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to do a price reduction here. Like Bryna does this passively. She just does this on her spare time. It's like, hey, let me go dig through the closet. Oh, okay, Samana doesn't play with this. Okay, Qierre hasn't worn this shirt in a long time. This is not going to fit Qierre anymore. Yeah, I know that happens sometimes. You know, like she just goes to the closet and does that. And I mean, I would say averagely she probably does maybe $200-300 a month just passively doing that. You know what I mean? Like just imagine someone was out there, right? And you know, they have a full-time job and they want to start doing this, you know, and they're doing this a little more like focused, like doing that. Like the sky's the limit of how much you can actually make. You know what I mean? Okay. And you know, and like I said, she only does this, you know, just passively, and she does like an average of $200 to $300 a month. So let me ask you guys out there. I mean, would an extra $200 or $300 a month help you guys? You know, maybe help put some more money away, or maybe help you go on a vacation, or maybe help you have like a date night or a family night, because that's important. Yeah. You know, and I want you guys to know that, you know, this is not just a real estate show. I'm sure you guys probably got the point that a lot of the topics that we do aren't just real estate related. Because the reason why we started the show is because we want to provide great information. We want to help people. We want for you guys to have the lifestyle that you truly deserve and the lifestyle that you want to provide for your family. And I truly believe that, you know, we have a lot of treasures in our closets, in our garages that we may think that it's crap, or we may not wear again, or we may not try out, or our kids don't play with it anymore. But guess what? There are people out there that be willing to take that off your hands. And a lot of people be willing to pay money to take it off of your hands. Yeah. So dig in your closet, look for that stuff in there, because like I said, I know you are going to find some good stuff. And like I said, generate that second income, because like I said, Bryna, how much does it cost for you to put stuff online? Like, do you have to pay for it? It's how much? Free. Wait, how much? Free. Free. So it's free. It doesn't cost you to put anything on. And like I said, do you need like some type of crazy software or anything like that? No. Do you need a laptop? No. Do you need a digital camera? No. Do you need like a model to like model the clothes? It's all on your phone. It's all on this thing, right? This phone thing that I'm sure pretty much everyone has, right? Yes. Yes. So you can create a business off of this platform right here. A business. Yeah. And the good thing about, you know, creating a business off your phone and using Facebook Marketplace, people see your products 24/7. It's not a brick and mortar store. It's not like, hey, you know, you can only view this between 8 and 5 because that's when I'm open. No. People message Bryna maybe at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when they see it. Obviously, she doesn't answer until she gets up or whatever. Well, there has been times where I've been awake at 2 a.m. and that's what happens. That has happened. And, you know, I have messaged the person back and been like, oh, yeah, the item is available. When would you like to come look at it or pick it up, you know? Yeah. And, I love doing that. And I feel like with our next child, when we do have another child, I do feel like I'll be on that I'll be on the marketplace looking at the items too, you know, because, you know, nowadays it's just,
it's so expensive to buy everything brand new when you can just reuse things, you know?
Absolutely, and let's be honest.
And
for
they
people
don't
that have
use
kids
them
out
for
there,
that long.
you don't use it that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So Bryna, so if there is a person out there that wants to like start doing what you're doing, like, you know, going to the Facebook Marketplace, you know, putting some of their items on there, or even, you know, going to what you do, like when you go to like the Savers or the thrift store or the Dollar Tree, and you kind of, you know, research items and purchase them. So where would you say like if someone wanted to, no, actually let's backstep it for a second. So let's stay with like the person that wants to sell their existing clothes or what they already have. Like, what's like the first step that they should do? Like,
I would say just go through your closet, make a pile of things that you don't wear. You might have things that have tags still on them, and then just, you know, if the item doesn't have a tag on it and you've worn it a few times, just, you know, really look at it and determine, you know, do you think this is really going to sell? You know, just make sure there's not a lot of holes, a lot of, you know, wear and tear on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would just even go through your kids' clothes, your kids' closets. You know, there's probably tons of things that you can find. You know, I've you know, looked through my heels that, you know, I don't wear anymore. I'm a mom. You know, I rarely wear heels now. And yeah, some lady, you know, bought a few pairs from me, and you know, it just, there's so many things that you can find, even in your kitchen. You know, if you don't use a blender that you used maybe a few times and you're like, you know, this really isn't for our family, you know, list it. People are always looking for items, you know. So
yeah, even
in your garage, you know, there's bikes, you know, if your kids don't ride them, you know, just a lot of things out there, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow, Bryna. Well, I'm impressed. This is actually my wife's first time being on Facebook Live and Instagram Live, and I'm so blown away. You're a true professional.
Thank you.
I'm definitely going to have you on more than once, so be ready.
Thank you.
And, you know, thank you guys, each and every one of you guys, for tuning in week after week. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the likes, the comments, the shares.
Mama.
Yes, baby. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Yes. There's the boss back there. Yes. Yeah, so like I said, just we appreciate all the shares, the comments, the likes. Thank you guys all for tuning in. And hey, like I said, I mean, it doesn't cost you guys anything to do this. You don't have to have a special license. You don't have to go through some special class. You don't have to have a special degree. You don't have to get a business loan. You don't have to have a lot of money saved up to do this. This is something that you can just go in your own closet, go in the kitchen, go in the garage, or hey, if you have friends and family that have a bunch of stuff and they're not using it anymore, you can always go there, you know, and take pictures of it, put it on the Facebook Marketplace. And hey, sit back, relax, and watch the offers come in. Well, thank you, Bryna, for being on the show today. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I love you. I'm definitely going to take you out to lunch, like I said I would, so we'll do that. And thank you, baby, for being on the show.
Say bye-bye.
Say bye. All right. Well, you guys have a great Friday. Have a great weekend, and tune in next week. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.